He's here. Benjamin Šeško finally signs for Manchester United, and his first words will give you goosebumps. Welcome back to Unite United News, where over 150,000 Manchester United fans come every single day to get the real story behind every major club development. While other websites rush to publish rumors and speculation, we wait for the official confirmations and give you the complete picture. That's exactly why you can trust us when we tell you that something truly special has just happened at Old Trafford. Today isn't just another transfer announcement day. Today marks the moment that could define Manchester United's next decade. Benjamin Šeško has officially completed his move to United, and his first interview as a Red Devil has revealed exactly why this signing could be the game-changer that every supporter has been hoping for. But what does this really mean for United's future? How will Šeško fit into the team? And most importantly, why should fans be genuinely excited about what comes next? Let's break down everything you need to know about United's newest superstar. The moment every United fan has been waiting for. Picture this: you wake up, check your phone, and see Benjamin Šeško wearing a Manchester United shirt for the first time. For thousands of United supporters around the world, that dream became reality today. After weeks of speculation, negotiations, and hope, Benjamin Šeško is officially a Manchester United player. The 21-year-old Slovenian striker has completed his move from RB Leipzig, and judging by his first comments as a United player, he couldn't be more excited about joining the club. But this isn't just any signing. This is the kind of move that shows United are serious about getting back to the top of world football. Šeško had options. Big clubs across Europe wanted him. Yet he chose Old Trafford. That tells you everything you need to know about where this club is heading. The image released by the club shows Šeško beaming with pride as he sits in his new United training gear. You can see the excitement in his eyes, the genuine happiness of a young player who's just achieved a lifelong dream. But it's his words that really capture what this signing means. Šeško's first words as a United player. When a new player joins Manchester United, fans always want to hear what they have to say about the move. Sometimes you get generic comments about being honored to join such a big club. Other times, you get something special that shows the player really understands what United means. Benjamin Šeško's first interview falls firmly into the second category. The history of Manchester United is obviously very special, but what really excites me is the future, Šeško said after completing his move. When we discussed the project, it was clear that everything is in place for this team to continue to grow and compete for the biggest trophies again soon. Let's break down what makes these words so significant. First, Šeško acknowledges United's incredible history. This isn't a player who's just thinking about a quick step up in his career. He understands that he's joining one of the biggest clubs in world football, with traditions and expectations that go back generations. But then he talks about the future, and that's where things get really interesting. Šeško isn't living in the past or making promises he can't keep. He's looking forward, talking about growth and development. That suggests he's bought into whatever vision the club has presented to him. Most importantly, he mentions competing for the biggest trophies again soon. That's not the language of someone who's happy to make up the numbers. That's someone who believes United can get back to winning Premier League titles and Champions League trophies. What this signing really means for United. So Benjamin Šeško is officially a United player. But what does that actually mean for the team and the fans? Let's start with the obvious point. United have been looking for a reliable, consistent striker for what feels like forever. Last season, the team created chances but didn't always have someone who could finish them. Too many games ended in draws or narrow defeats because United couldn't find that clinical edge in the final third. Šeško brings exactly what United have been missing. He's young, he's hungry, and he's proven he can score goals at the highest level. In Germany with RB Leipzig, he showed he can handle pressure and perform when his team needs him most. But this signing means more than just adding another goal scorer to the squad. It shows that United can still attract the best young talent in world football. When players like Šeško choose Old Trafford over other options, it sends a message that the club's project is attractive and believable. Think about it from Šeško's perspective. He's 21 years old and already has multiple Champions League clubs interested in signing him. He could have chosen a team that's guaranteed to win trophies this season. Instead, he's chosen United because he believes in what the club is building for the future. That kind of faith from a player of his quality suggests that United's plans are more concrete and convincing than many people realize. The perfect fit for United's style. One of the most exciting things about the SESKO signing is how well he should fit into United's current system and style of play. Under the current management, United have been trying to play a more attacking, direct style of football. They want to create chances quickly and put pressure on opposition defenses. SESKO's playing style seems perfectly suited to this approach. He's not just a goal scorer who needs service from other players. SESKO can drop deep to collect the ball, he can run in behind defenses, and he can create chances for teammates as well as finishing them himself. That versatility makes him incredibly valuable in modern football. Think about how this could work with United's other attacking players. Bruno Fernandes loves to play passes for strikers to run onto. Marcus Rashford and other wingers can create space for a striker who knows how to move in the penalty area. SESKO has all the attributes to make the most of these opportunities. There's also his physical presence to consider. At 6 feet 5 inches tall, SESKO gives United a different attacking option when they need to be more direct. He can win headers from crosses and hold up the ball to bring other players into the game. But he's not just a big target man. His technical ability and pace mean he can trouble defenses in multiple ways. That kind of unpredictability is exactly what United have been missing. Learning from the best. What SESKO brings from Germany. Benjamin Šeško isn't arriving at Old Trafford as a complete unknown. He spent important developmental years in German football with RB Leipzig, and that experience should serve him well at United. The Bundesliga is known for developing young players and helping them reach their potential. Leipzig, in particular, have a reputation for working with promising strikers and turning them into world-class goal scorers. Šeško has benefited from this environment and arrives at United as a much more complete player than when he first moved to Germany. What did he learn during his time at Leipzig? First, he developed his understanding of high-intensity football. German teams play at a fast pace and demand high levels of fitness and concentration. Šeško has proven he can handle these demands, which should help him adapt to the Premier League. Second, he gained experience of playing in big games. Leipzig regularly compete in the Champions League and face some of the best teams in Europe. Šeško has scored goals and performed well in these high-pressure situations. That experience will be invaluable when he's playing for United in important matches. Third, he's learned to be a complete striker. Leipzig didn't just use him as a goal scorer. They developed his ability to link up play, press defenders, and contribute to the team's overall attacking structure. These are exactly the qualities that United need from their striker. The numbers behind the excitement. Let's look at some facts and figures that show why United fans should be excited about Benjamin Šeško. During his time at RB Leipzig, Šeško scored goals consistently while also contributing assists and creating chances for teammates. His conversion rate from chances created shows he's clinical in front of goal, but he's also shown he can score different types of goals. He's scored with his right foot, his left foot, and his head. He's scored from inside the penalty area and from distance. He's scored tap-ins and spectacular strikes. That variety suggests he won't be easy for Premier League defenders to figure out. Perhaps most impressively, Šeško's goal record improved significantly in his final season at Leipzig. That upward trajectory suggests he's still developing and hasn't reached his peak yet. For United, that means they're not just getting a good player now, but potentially a great player in the future. His international record with Slovenia is also impressive for such a young player. He's already established himself as his country's main striker and has scored important goals in competitive matches. What this means for United's other strikers. With Benjamin Šeško now officially a United player, it's natural to wonder what this means for the other strikers already at the club. The most obvious question concerns players like Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. Both players have shown promise at different times, but neither has consistently delivered the goals that United need. Šeško's arrival will create competition that could either push these players to improve or lead to them leaving the club. Competition for places is generally a good thing in football. Keeps players sharp and motivated. If Højlund and Zirkzee respond well to Šeško's arrival, United could end up with multiple striking options that give the manager flexibility in different games. However, it's also possible that one or both of the existing strikers could move on to get more regular playing time elsewhere. This would free up wages and potentially bring in transfer fees that could be used to strengthen other areas of the squad. What seems certain is that SESKO will be given every opportunity to establish himself as United's main striker. His age, potential, and the fact that the club has invested significantly in signing him all point to him being seen as a key player for the future. The financial side of the deal. While the exact details of SESKO's transfer haven't been fully disclosed, we can make some educated guesses about what this deal means for United's finances. Young players with SESKO's potential don't come cheap, especially when multiple clubs are interested in signing them. United would have needed to pay a significant transfer fee to convince RB Leipzig to sell, and they would also have needed to offer SESKO an attractive contract to choose Old Trafford over other options. However, this type of signing often represents good value in the modern transfer market. Young players with potential can be cheaper than established stars, but they can also provide value for many years if they develop as expected. If SESKO fulfills his potential at United, this transfer fee could look like a bargain in a few years' time. Young strikers who prove themselves at the highest level often become some of the most valuable players in world football. There's also the broader financial impact to consider. Having a reliable goal scorer could help United qualify for the Champions League more consistently, which brings significant additional revenue. Success on the pitch ultimately drives financial success off it. How United convinced SESKO to choose Old Trafford. One of the most interesting aspects of this transfer is understanding how United convinced Benjamin Šeško to choose them over other potential destinations. Based on his comments after signing, it's clear that the club's vision for the future played a major role in his decision. SESKO specifically mentioned being excited about the project and believing that everything is in place for success. This suggests that United's management team did an excellent job of presenting their plans to the player and his representatives. They would have outlined their strategy for getting back to the top of English and European football, and they would have shown SESKO exactly where he fits into those plans. The club's history and tradition would obviously have been part of the appeal. Every young footballer grows up watching Manchester United in big games and seeing Old Trafford packed with passionate supporters. That kind of atmosphere and expectation can be incredibly motivating for ambitious players. But history alone isn't enough anymore. Modern players want to know about training facilities, coaching methods, development programs, and realistic chances of winning trophies. United would have had to convince SESKO that they can provide all of these things. What the fans are saying. The reaction from United supporters to SESKO's signing has been overwhelmingly positive, and that tells us a lot about the current mood around the club. Many fans see this as exactly the kind of signing United should be making. Young, talented, hungry players who have their best years ahead of them. It's a departure from some previous transfer strategies that focused on older, more expensive players who were already at their peak. Social media has been full of excited United fans sharing their thoughts about what SESKO could bring to the team. The general consensus seems to be that this represents a smart piece of business that could pay dividends for years to come. There's also excitement about SESKO's potential partnership with other United attackers. Fans are already imagining how he might combine with Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and other creative players to form a potent attacking unit. Perhaps most tellingly, many United supporters seem genuinely optimistic about the club's direction for the first time in a while. When fans are excited about signings, it usually means they believe the club is making smart decisions and moving in the right direction. The pressure and expectations. While there's plenty of excitement about Benjamin Šeško's arrival, it's important to acknowledge the pressure and expectations that come with playing for Manchester United. United is a club where everything is magnified. Good performances are celebrated, but poor performances are criticized heavily. Every goal is cheered, but every miss is analyzed and discussed. For a young player, this can be both motivating and overwhelming. SESKO will be expected to make an immediate impact, but he'll also need time to adapt to English football and settle into his new environment. Finding the right balance between ambition and patience will be crucial for both the player and the club. The good news is that SESKO seems to understand what he's taking on. His comments about United's history and expectations suggest he's prepared for the challenge rather than intimidated by it. United's management team will also play a crucial role in managing expectations and helping SESKO develop gradually rather than putting too much pressure on him too quickly. Looking at United's attacking future. With Benjamin SESKO now part of the squad, United's attacking options look more promising than they have for some time. The combination of SESKO's goal-scoring ability, Bruno Fernandes' creativity, and the pace and directness of the wide players could create a really potent attacking unit. Add in the energy and movement of younger players coming through the system, and United could have the foundation for sustained attacking success. What's particularly encouraging is that most of these players are still young and developing. This isn't a short-term fix, but potentially the basis for several years of competitive football. The key will be getting these players working together effectively and creating a style of play that maximizes everyone's strengths. That's where the coaching staff and management team become crucial. The international dimension. Benjamin SESKO's international career with Slovenia adds another interesting dimension to his profile as a United player. International football provides a different kind of pressure and experience that can be valuable for club performances. SESKO has already shown he can perform on the international stage, which suggests he has the mental strength to handle big occasions. His experiences with Slovenia will also keep him sharp during international breaks and provide additional opportunities to develop his game. Some United players have struggled with the disruption of international breaks, but for SESKO, it could be an advantage that keeps him match-fit and motivated. There's also the potential for SESKO to use his international performances to raise his profile further. If Slovenia do well in major tournaments with SESKO leading their attack, it will only add to his reputation and value as a United player. What this signing says about United's strategy. The Benjamin SESKO signing tells us a lot about Manchester United's current transfer strategy and approach to squad building. First, it shows the club is prioritizing young players with potential rather than established stars who might be past their best. This approach is more sustainable financially and gives United players who could improve and develop over several years. Second, it demonstrates that United are willing to compete with other top clubs for the best young talent available. SESKO had multiple options, but United were able to convince him to choose Old Trafford. That suggests the club's project and vision are genuinely attractive. Third, it indicates that United are taking a more strategic approach to transfers. Rather than making panic buys or signing players who don't fit the system, they appear to be targeting specific players who match their playing style and long-term plans. This more thoughtful approach to transfers is exactly what United fans have been hoping to see for several years. The road ahead. Now that Benjamin SESKO is officially a Manchester United player, the real work begins. Signing talented players is only the first step. Developing them and integrating them into a successful team is where the real challenge lies. SESKO will need time to adapt to English football, build relationships with his new teammates, and understand exactly what his role will be in United's system. This process doesn't happen overnight, and fans will need to be patient while he settles into his new environment. The coaching staff will play a crucial role in this process. They'll need to work with SESKO to develop his understanding of United's tactics and help him maximize his strengths while improving any weaknesses in his game. Most importantly, SESKO will need to stay focused and motivated as he works towards fulfilling his potential at Old Trafford. The talent is clearly there. Now it's about turning that talent into consistent performances and goals. Our final thoughts at Unite United News. Here at Unite United News, we've been following the Benjamin SESKO story from the very beginning, and we believe this signing represents exactly the kind of smart, forward-thinking transfer that United need to be making. SESKO brings youth, talent, and ambition to Old Trafford at a time when the club needs all three. His first comments as a United player show he understands the size of the challenge ahead, but also that he's excited rather than intimidated by it. This isn't just about signing another player, it's about investing in United's future. If SESKO develops as expected, he could be leading United's attack for the next decade. That's the kind of signing that can define an era. We're also encouraged by what this signing says about United's broader strategy. The club appears to be making more thoughtful decisions in the transfer market and building towards long-term success rather than looking for quick fixes. Why you can trust United News. As we celebrate Benjamin Sesko's arrival at Old Trafford, we want to remind you why United News remains the most trusted source for Manchester United fans. While other websites publish speculation and rumors about Sesko's potential move, we waited for official confirmation before celebrating. We don't deal in fake quotes or made-up stories. We give you the facts when they're available and honest analysis when they're not. We're United fans ourselves, which means we understand the hopes and dreams that come with every new signing. We want Sesko to succeed just as much as you do, but we'll always give you realistic assessments rather than just telling you what you want to hear. Most importantly, we're committed to following Sesko's United career closely and giving you honest updates about his progress, performances, and development. We'll be here through the good times and the challenging moments that inevitably come with supporting this club. Welcome to Old Trafford, Benjamin. Benjamin Sesko is officially a Manchester United player, and if his first interview is anything to go by, he couldn't be more ready for the challenge ahead. His words about United's history being special but the future being even more exciting perfectly capture what this signing represents. It's about respecting the past while building something new and successful for the years ahead. United fans have waited a long time for a signing that generates this level of genuine optimism. Players who choose Old Trafford because they believe in the project rather than just the paycheck are exactly what the club needs right now. The hard work starts now, but based on everything we know about Benjamin Sesko's character, talent, and ambition, United fans have every reason to be excited about what comes next. Welcome to Manchester United, Benjamin. We can't wait to see you score your first goal in a red shirt. Keep checking back with United News for all the latest updates on Sesko's integration into the squad and everything else happening at Old Trafford. We're all in this journey together, and we'll be here every step of the way. Come on, United!